Hi guys, welcome back to August Vlogs. It is Sunday and it's very late on Sunday, and I'm coming on to apologise that today's going to be a very short vlog again. I'm a rubbish vlogger basically. This weekend has just gone a little bit wrong. So this morning I finished yesterday's vlog, and then I was going to start today's vlog but I completely forgot. Then we went out, so we went to see Ian's dad at Ian's mum and dad's. So Ian's mum is still on holiday with one of Ian's sisters and the kids and that. They go camping, so they're still there. Ian's dad's come back, so we went and saw him today. We was there for a few hours and we didn't really know what we was going to do afterwards, whether we was going to go to somewhere like for the afternoon or whatever. We wasn't sure how long we was going to be there, we just wasn't sure. So then we was there for a few hours, and then we decided that we were hungry, we needed dinner. We didn't know. We didn't decide we knew. We didn't know what to have. So the first thing was, what do we want? We wasn't sure what we wanted. We did say, oh, we'll get chicken burgers, and then, oh, I don't really fancy chicken burgers. So then Ian said about like the smoked American food, so like barbecue, like brisket, burnt ends.
We couldn't find that one yesterday.
Yeah, we was going to go to one in Brighton yesterday, but we couldn't find it, so we was just like wanting that sort of food. So Ian had seen one that we did go to that we instantly drove away from.
3 of them?
Yeah, there was 3 of them.
Three of them on the same
on the same little industrial estate. Yeah. Now this industrial estate was round in some back streets in Hackney, but
railway arches, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they were railway arches, but I just felt dirty driving round the industrial estate. It was a little bit
very industrial,
grimy, and it just didn't give the best impression. So as you drove into the industrial estate, you had a company called Buns and Some, and we've had food from there before.
Not that one.
Not that one, but a different one, and it was fine. The food was fine, and that one didn't look too bad because it was right at the beginning of the industrial estate. And then as we drove in, I wouldn't even say it was an industrial estate. It was like
railway arches. It was like a triangle of railway.
Yeah,
arches.
It was like a triangle of railway arches. So lots of little businesses in these railway arches. There was even a McDonald's delivery service. I've never seen it before, like not even a restaurant, nothing. It was just pure McDonald's delivery.
Holy smokes,
and it was just a door where the drivers would go up to collect the deliveries and go and deliver them. Again, you'd have to excuse me, I'm in my pyjamas because I've got changed already. And then so we drove round to, what was it called?
Holy Smokes. Holy Smokes.
But we did see another one before that we drove up to.
No, that was the one we see. That's the first one.
Oh, that's the first one. We drove up to it and we was like, oh, is this what it is? There was so many flies. There was like a few benches outside the railway arch, and there was just, I don't know, it was just swarming with flies. And there was lots of bins around, like not just a couple, there was loads of wheelie bins and stuff. So we then realised we was at the wrong place anyway, so I turned around and then we went to the place that we was looking for, which was just literally down the road a little bit more. And again, that just looked a little bit, it wasn't as bad as the first place because it had a shop front, you actually walked in and everything, but we thought it was a restaurant, but it wasn't. It was just like a takeaway place. They had a few chairs up at the window, like, you know, like bar stools, but it was not what we was really expecting. So we drove away from there, and we decided that we were going to go to Red Dog Saloon in Hoxton Square. We've been there a few times, or we've been there more than a few times. It's really, really lovely. And on the way there, in my car, I've got an aftermarket, but it's very handy, tyre pressure sensor. So they're little valves that go on your wheels, and then you have a monitor that you stick to the windscreen, and that started bleeping. And the first time it bleeped, we had literally just stopped at a zebra crossing. Now in the UK, I don't know anywhere else, I think most countries probably have it, is that when the lights go green for the when the lights go red for the cars and the pedestrians can cross, it bleeps for visually impaired people. And I just assumed it was that, because, and I thought to myself, God, that's really loud. And then when it bleeped again, like a few, not even minutes, but a moment later.
The other one was called Smoke and Pepper.
Oh, Smoke and Pepper, the second place was called. I looked and I was like, oh, my tyre. And I said to Ian, oh, I thought that noise was the crossing. And Ian went, so did I. So, yeah, we decided that we was going to go and get something to eat because we needed to eat anyway. But the tyre was going down very fast. We found a petrol station to go in and use the air machine, and Ian had a look around the tyre to see if he could see what it was, and I've gone over a nail, or is it a screw?
I can't see it, it's on the other side of the tyre.
It's a nail, a screw, a piece of metal, whatever it could be, I don't know, Ian can't see it, but like you can hear the air coming out of it. It's coming out that quick. So we pumped the tyre up, we managed to get to the restaurant. I have got a pump in the car as well, but it got, like, when we come out of the restaurant, we used that to pump the tyre up, and it got red hot before it got to the pressure that we was putting in the tyre. So on the way home, we found another petrol station to pump the tyre up again, and lucky enough, we've managed to get home and the tyre is low. So going out to it tomorrow, it's going to be flat as a pancake. Lucky enough, I've got the tyre pump. So I'm going to have to take it to the garage and get a new tyre, because where it's on the tyre wall, Ian doesn't think that they're going to repair it. It's too close to the edge. So I'm going to have to get a new tyre tomorrow. I need new front brake discs as well, because they're warped, and when I brake the car shakes a bit. So Ian said about just getting that done while it's there as well. So that's going to be a job for tomorrow, going to the garage and getting the car fixed. But other than that, we had a lovely meal, we've had a lovely day. It's just this. I was gonna like not vlog, but like I was gonna take pictures and a little bit of video of the food and stuff, but my mind was on other things and making sure that we could get home. And if I had just normal wheels, it wouldn't worry me as much, but because I've got alloy wheels, they're quite expensive wheels, and I didn't want to drive on a completely flat tyre. Like, it wouldn't have mattered about the tyre, because obviously that's dead anyway. I'm probably going to have to get a new tyre, but I didn't want to ruin the wheel. So yeah. So that's that. It's now 9:15 and I've got myself just a drink. Yeah, so that's that. Just I can't believe I've run over something, but in a way, in a very small way, I'm glad it was that tyre, because that tyre already had a nail or a screw in it. But I didn't lose pressure. The pressure, like we noticed months ago that I had a nail or a screw or whatever in it, and I've been keeping an eye on that wheel for months now, and the pressure's never gone down, so I didn't do nothing about it. I probably should have done, but I haven't. And I thought maybe that had gone and made it go down this time, but it is something else. And literally just standing and putting your ear next to the wheel, you can hear it hissing. So yeah, fun. So that's happened, and nothing else really. So I might knit a little bit on socks. I haven't got the brain space to knit on anything else, and we might put the telly on for a bit.
I'll put Xbox on.
Oh, yeah, and I'll put Xbox on. I can watch on something on my iPad, that's fine. Ian's bought a new float for the other camera, so the action camera, so this one here. He's bought a float for it, and I assumed, and I think Ian assumed, that it would just be like a thin little thing that goes round it. He got it out of the box and I was like, oh my god, it is absolutely huge. But then it's like I did say, well, it has to be big enough to hold the weight of the camera, because obviously it needs to let it float. So this just slots inside, but it just looks absolutely huge. So we'll be using this while we're away in Malta, and while we're swimming, and I don't want to say fishing, because I don't think we're going to go fishing as such, but yeah, just while we're in the water. So it comes with all the accessories and everything. It was from Amazon. Is this all that came? Oh.
Well, what else do you expect?
I don't know. I didn't know if you'd ordered anything else. So yeah, it's quite good, and it's very bright. So and we have got a float handle as well, which I said we'll probably use as well, because this camera, the connection to the tripod is just a magnetic connection. Obviously it's got the clips in it as well, so it does clip and magnetize to the mount, like this bit here. And I said to Ian, well, if that fails on just a handle, then the camera will sink and the handle will float, where with this the camera will float, and if we use the floated handle as well, then it will all float. So yeah, I think that's what we might do. Ian's also put on protective screens on this as well. I did have one that my dad did, but the front one didn't fit this properly, because he had to cut it out himself. But these are proper glass ones now, so yeah. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to sit here and relax a bit, de-stress from the tyre, and trying to get home, making sure that it was all fine. But it all was in the end. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed so far, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye guys.